The WWE last year rolled out a new program they're calling the WWE ID, which is allowing independent talents to sign up and be a part of a program to help them hopefully get to the point where they're with the WWE full time. Along with that program came a new TV show called WWE Evolve. Now, Evolve is an independent promotion that the WWE bought some time ago and is now using that branding to promote their independent talent and the NXT talent that hasn't quite gotten the spotlight that they deserve on the regular NXT show. Some of the big standouts for me from this program have been Cappuccino Jones and Sean Legacy. They have both put on incredible matches, and one of the big things about the ID program that I love is being able to see more of Timothy Thatcher, who signed on as the coach for the WWE ID talent, and he has wrestled just about every ID talent so far, and all the matches have been wonderful. Cold Brew Jones just had a match with Timothy Thatcher that blew me away. It was the best Cold Brew Jones match I have watched, and I've watched a handful. Now, on the women's side, they got some very, very big pickups with Zeta Steele and Kylie Ray. Now, Zeta Steele had some time with the Marigold promotion in Japan and done fantastic over there alongside of Myla Grace, who was a hopeful WWE ID talent, and a handful of other wrestlers that defunct from the Stardom promotion. And Kylie Ray has had a long career in wrestling, and it's about time somebody gave her her flowers at one of these big promotions. But all this does not go without some controversy. A lot of people are upset with the WWE about the ID program, saying that it is ruining the indies, doing the exact same thing that they did to the NXT UK and the UK. But I think this is something completely different. NXT UK was an experiment that, while put on some fantastic matches, never really connected with the general audience of the United States. I think Evolve will 100% connect with the United States audience because we are looking at wrestlers that you can probably go see locally. These are wrestlers that are now on TV that you could probably go see at your local independent promotion, which is huge. It'll draw more people to these independent promotions. I know in my town of Memphis, it has drawn a lot of eyes to Memphis wrestling, as they have had a number of WWE ID matches, as well as having their own WWE ID star in Aaron Roberts, the problem child Aaron Roberts. Now, if you haven't checked him out, he is fantastic and I am a big fan, but for some reason I can't find any information about him signing with the WWE ID contract. I know that it's happened and there are articles out there about it, but even the ID website doesn't have anything on it, which is odd. So something I'll be looking into, but the premise of the show still stands as a fantastic addition to the WWE lineup. It's only an hour of your time and it's on the free network Tubi. So if you haven't checked it out, I would definitely suggest. There have also been some questions about how the WWE roster works now, and they have kind of cleared this up, but not totally. So as it stands, the WWE ID prospects are pretty much at the lowest tier, which is not to say anything about their talent. It's just how everything is structured at the moment. So everybody that shows up on Evolve and the WWE ID talent are kind of, here's Evolve, here's the ID talent. And then after that, you would have NXT and then the main roster. So NXT is now being promoted as half developmental and half third brand. And you can kind of see that as they've brought a lot of the main roster stars on NXT lately. And with only one women's tag team championship belt and a lot of women's tag teams down in NXT, it does make sense to make this move. Now, with the addition of LFG, or Legends and Future Greats, we haven't seen a ton out of them because the show is technically not over. They already pre-recorded everything and already have a winner, but there is no winner to the audience yet. So we have not seen a LFG participant in any of these shows, which I would assume we will be seeing soon. I'm not sure when the show is slated to end, but I do know they filmed the finale not too long ago, so it is coming up, rapidly approaching, and I would guess that we will see some of those LFG talents on either Evolve or be signed to ID contracts. As well as the ID contracts, you do have NIL deals with college athletes. Now, this is also very interesting because these are just athletes. Some of these have wrestling backgrounds and potentially could be incredible talents. And some of the talents that we've gotten from the NIL deals so far have been great, aka Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker, just to name two champions right now. So what the WWE is doing, I think, is good. I think drawing in fresh new talent, A, makes the old talent work a little bit harder, and B, working with the old talent gives the new talent ideas and is able to let them kind of be free and figure new things out that could work that they maybe not get on the independent scene. A lot of indie wrestling is not, in front of a live TV audience. It is in front of a live audience, obviously, but not in front of cameras and equipment and crews like the WWE is. And so part of Evolve is getting these ID talents and especially the NIL deal talents ready to see the cameras and be able to react to these cameras. And there have been a few goofs and they're still getting used to it, but I think Evolve and the WWE ID program is good. I think it's great for wrestling. I can't say that it's going to ruin the indies. I think if anything, it's going to help the indies. And there were some reports that apparently WWE ID talent were having trouble finding places to land and booking matches, which apparently somebody did the math and it was only a -1%. And that could be just because they have to record Evolve or do things with the WWE. So that could just be scheduling issues. Dropping 1% is not crazy. That's nothing. Another thing that was a major problem with people is people assumed that the WWE was telling these independent promotions how to book the ID stars. And that has since been debunked by the owner of GCW. Basically, how he laid it out that it works is you just contact one of the managers for WWE ID to book a talent, and then you let them wrestle. You tell them how this is supposed to play out, let them make the match and see what happens. The WWE doesn't have any influence over what happens at these indie shows with the ID talent, which is good. It's very good. Let me preface this by saying it is very good. I don't want the WWE to have any influence on how independent promotions run their shows. I do love the fact that they are still using the ID talents, but I don't want the WWE to influence any of that and make the ID talents win everything. I think it's good when they lose to other independent promotions wrestlers. One, it boosts stock in those independent wrestlers who are not signed with the WWE ID. And two, why would the WWE have them lose? It further backs up the point that was made. But I am very much looking forward to this new era of the WWE and this new era of talent that is coming through and seeing how they integrate themselves into NXT and in the future into the main roster and how long it'll take for first person to make it all the way up. My guess is it'll be Cappuccino Jones. That's just my guess. Either that or Zeta Steel. Zeta Steel would be my second pick. And Kylie Ray. It's hard not to mention Kylie Ray as well. Those three, I think, have a very bright future and will move up the ranks fast, especially with the talent that the NXT women's locker room has. Eventually, these women are going to move up to the main roster and they will have to replenish. And this WWE ID program is going to replenish it twofold, tenfold, however you want to say it. And I believe once they kind of work things out, the NXT men's roster will look a lot better after this as well. And the NXT men's roster has kind of been a low point for NXT, if we're being honest. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very, very positive about it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how everything plays out. But that'll be it for this video. I'm sure we will talk about this again. And obviously, I'm more than happy to talk about it in the comments. So if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. I I have no connection with the WWE. I have no insider information. I'm just kind of Googling, and I have friends who have insider information that I may or may not be able to ask them questions. I'm not really sure. It'll just have to come down to what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say, and what they're allowed to say, and what they're not allowed to say. But I think that's going to be it for this one, and I will see you in the next one.